Son with the No More Jails Coalition. I feel like I should have about 6 minutes because we don't even know what we're speaking to. You've added 3 motions on top of 1 motion that was added to the supplemental agenda on Friday. This doesn't seem quite right. We were totally in support of the huge diversion efforts in the motion that was before us. Attaching the women's jail to it cannot happen. You cannot vote on this today. I hope you will not. Because diversion will make the women's jail plan in Lancaster obsolete. Because women need a community center in the community with job training, child care, education, and support for supporting their families. You cannot add, you do not need the least revenue budget, backdoor funding. It's the 1% sucking taxpayer dollars off the top, and we never even voted for the jail. We have thousands of signatures on a petition saying that people of California and Los Angeles don't want more jails and don't want more prisons. And if 4 years ago, if they did the right thing with the $1 billion that the county has received, you would not need. You could tear down Men's Central.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sutton. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sutton. Thank you, Ms. Sutton. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Sutton. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Sutton, please. Ms. Sutton. Please.
I'd like to yield my minute to this.
Hold on. Let me also call up Mark Anthony Johnson. Joseph?
Okay, thanks. The largest, Supervisor Huell, please. The largest capital project in county history, this has been called. A substantive change in a motion that was placed on the agenda Friday. This requires not only 72-hour notice, but it's the spirit of it also. Media discussion, public discussion. And the intention to fund it by loading the future with the least revenue bond trick, which ought to be presented to something that portentous, $120 million a year, ought to be presented to the voters, and the motions ought to be presented to the public and the media right now. That it's not is a stain on any attempts to reduce alienation between government and the citizenry. The women's population, quite correctly, is going to reduce more proportionally than the men on every kind of reduction, splits, pretrial, everything else. And one more thing, in the past, the history has shown us that you build them, you build the concrete buildings, but the promises for services are sacrificed to the pressures of budgeting.
Thank you, Joseph.